Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 55 of the Everything Motor Racing podcast. I am your host, Declan, as always, and I'm joined with Jacob and Cameron.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello. So episode 55, Jacob, numbers of 55.
Locker, obviously, in WorldSBK. Noah Detweiler in Chev.
Yeah.
Or I think MTA, I want to say.
No, he left. He's with Kuna del Campione.
Kuna, that's it, Kuna, yep. And yeah, Cyrene, but obviously he's 36 this year now, isn't he?
Yeah. You got Galang Hendra as well.
Yep. In
and
Asia,
your boy, Yari Montoya.
Yep, Yari.
Are you reading these off? Or are you like reading these off? Or are you just an encyclopedia? Because I find this mental.
Well, both. Like, I knew some of them, but then, yeah, I've got a list.
Honestly, I associate Yari with 5, not 55.
Yeah, and like
Same as technically Finati, yeah.
Finati used 55, but now he's on 5 again. So
yeah, that's why I was like, yeah,
kinda. 55. There's a MotoGP rider who had 55 years ago. I think they had the Red Bull livery, Red Bull Yamaha.
Laconi.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, Regis Laconi. Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sorry we didn't have a podcast last week. We're going to do a guest, and then it all just fell through. I'm actually looking at the guest right now on my screen as he flies past the camera. Boom! That was well good timing. Yeah, he's in the MotoAmerica race right now. He literally just went woof past the camera.
Yeah, it's such a shame that Petrucci bailed on us, man.
Yeah,
like, he can't have everything.
Yeah, that's it. Shame. It's not Petrucci.
Well.
Yeah, we can't have everything, eh?
One day.
Yeah, but sorry, that we weren't about last week, but we hope we'll make it up this week. Yeah, I don't really know where to start here because I'm still kind of recovering from that Moto2 race, to be honest.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Like, thank goodness, firstly, that everyone was all right.
That's the main thing. Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like Zonta nearly got hit. Like, there's fireballs, there was chaos.
Fucking terrifying.
I think, do you know what? Like, we were talking last time about how my wife was watching. She kind of got a bit bored and was like, whatever. She was then disinterested. Today, there were many exclamations from her end of the couch. And I was like,
wow.
Yeah, I know, right? This is wild.
This is why.
People have nearly died. I love it. I obviously don't love that.
This is what you should have done. You should have said, it's always like this. You know, you just miss it because you don't pay any interest.
You're too busy watching TikTok. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. It was scary. Obviously, we sort of saw it coming with the rain flags being out for a good couple of laps. And maybe it should have been stopped.
I didn't mute it, so I didn't know what was going on. Then I looked over and bang.
Like,
because I had World Supers and Formula One on, and then like so I turned over, bang, and there's fire everywhere, and I'm like, what on earth have I just missed?
Because I'm a Moto2 kid, I had it exclusively on. I was glued to it, and every lap they were going past T1, and you could see the rain flag being waved going down the hill, and every lap I thought that if this isn't gone away, they're gonna have to stop it. And then next thing you know, 11 riders are on the floor.
Yeah, the footage at turn 3 was always so dark. Sorry. Yeah, it's just that like the footage at turn 3 was always like so... there was so many rain spots on the camera and it looked so dull. And I was like, oh man, this is going to end.
I think a bit of common sense was needed.
You'd think they'd use it, but you know...
It's tricky though, because like, you know, if you think about the other way they could have gone and they'd stopped the race before any spills like that, your guys at the front would have been like, what are you doing? Like, you know, we were fine. We were in control of it. And it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Bad. Like, because I thought like oil was on the track. I'm gutted, man. Like, because Canet looked like he was going to get his first win. Cambobia looked like he was going to get his first podium. I'm like, oh, come on. What does Canet have to do to win a flipping race, man?
Agura was going to win that race. Agura was going to get his first win.
No. I wasn't even watching, but Bobia looked so close. So I was like, oh, you know.
Agura literally took half a second out of Bobia and Canet at will. He was going to win that race, 100%.
Fair play.
Was that because of the conditions, though? You know, because if you've got two people in front of you sort of ploughing the way through the iffy conditions, then I think you maybe get a bit more confidence.
I would suggest it was 6 of one, half a dozen the other, because Agura is excellent around Portimao. Same as Chandra. Chandra was excellent in the preseason test around Portimao, and he was just taking time out of him at will.
Yeah.
Pedro Acosta there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Pedro Acosta as well was involved in that. Like, Pedro Acosta was involved in that crash. It's like, this man cannot finish a race, can he?
I can see why.
Come on.
It's,
like, oh, man.
He was taking the sweeping line.
Yeah.
He was doing it every lap. And, of course, that must have been where it was manifesting, and straight out the front door you go.
Yeah. It's not good. I don't want to speculate, by the way, but it's rumored that Aaron Canet has broken his arm.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Like, don't take, that's not official or confirmed or anything. That's just unconfirmed reports. So hopefully that's not true. But yeah, if that is the case, then man, like he's gone. You can say goodbye to his title this year, because it's a ref next weekend.
Yeah, maybe not though, because we got a 21 race season. He does have time to catch up if he finds a rich vein of form. He may not even have broken his arm. We don't know for sure. Yeah. It's a very reputable source who said it, but nonetheless,
can't trust everyone though.
No, that's it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that he's all right. Because it was brutal. Firstly,
yeah, but he was right inside saddle.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he should have really let go. But I guess you want to save it, don't you?
Like him and Zonta especially. Those two were. They actually like terrified me, because Canet I didn't think was getting off in time, and he was going to end up in the boardings, and then Zonta nearly being taken out by Corsi's bike, a fire explosion. Like he was literally within like a meter of it. Like he would have felt that. You know what I mean?
Like the photos he posted on Instagram are terrifying, dude.
Yeah, I sent it to him, and he's like, "Wow."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Like literally, really what else can you say other than wow?
Yeah, it was terrifying, man.
Yeah, it was a great weekend up until that point. Like it was interesting because of the conditions. 2 good races. Yeah. Like even though in MotoGP it was a bit more boring than usual. Like, and then
MotoGP was a bit.
Yeah, and then it sort of all went down the drain with Moto2 shenanigans.
Yeah, like Moto3 was good, but again it was a bit.
I liked Moto3 because it was a great duel of probably, barring Mino, who was not there, is probably all the title contenders in one go. And maybe Foggia.
Yeah,
Foggia and Mino were having their own battle further down the field, but like there was a good chunk of who you consider to be the title contenders.
There's so many title contenders in Moto3 now. It's actually mental. But it's good to watch.
Like I think Dennis Onchu, if he continues this, could win without winning a race. He could do an Alzamora.
Well, Onchu's looking really solid, to be fair.
Well, after the first 5 races, he got 4 top 5s. That's championship form if nobody's winning consistently, which they aren't.
Johan Mir approves of that,
Yeah, that's it. Like, he could not win a race and still win the title because just through sheer consistency. We all say, the Alzamora season, but it's the benchmark.
Well, yeah, it proves that it can be done, like you can. It is physically possible to win a championship without winning a race.
Steve Ramon did it as well in MXGP. So it's not the end of the world if you don't win a race as long as you're consistent.
Well, Mir nearly did it, to be fair. Like he could have won the championship in MotoGP a couple of years ago, and could have taken it to Portimao and won the championship without winning a race. That's
it.
I mean, he scored 0 in Portimao, but. Yeah, it's mad, and Vietti is clinging onto the championship lead by dear life. He's got a 34-point lead now over Agura.
Oh, so slim.
It's meant but the fact that he shouldn't be championship lead now, because at Kota he crashed and Canet could have won and taken the championship lead. Then he was miles down and Canet was leading, and Canet would have extended it by madness, and it's not happened. It just shows
he got lucky.
He got quite lucky, to be honest. But you got to be in it to win it.
That's
I don't think you can luckily win a championship, but he certainly took. He certainly got a slice of luck today.
Yeah,
he's at least capitalized on the luck that he's been handed. Like today and whatever. What's your saying?
It felt like it was shaped up.
First you must finish or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No, like it with Vietti, it's me and Cam obviously nailed that. With the title.
We saw this weekend coming start to finish. We knew every play.
The championship weekend. Like the championship prediction at the start before anything had happened, and we both called Vietti.
That's true.
It already feels like if he can continue this, he's going to stretch out a hell of a lead and can afford to make mistakes. Like he can afford to crash at Jerez and still come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, quickly, just look at the Moto2 standings a second. Canada's down in 5th now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's 2
look
DNFs
at the
on the
championship.
trot.
Like that race, right, where we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 riders not finishing the points, and 11 of them crash out, and 11 top riders crash out. You know, it's throwing it right up in the air. Like Joe Roberts is 4th in the championship now. What on earth?
Wow.
Augusto Fernandez is down to 11th, man.
Yeah, Augusto was, I think he's already cooked his goose.
Yeah.
Feels like it.
Wow.
This is not an IO rider's level. And like, granted, misfortune today, but you can't blame the first 4 races on misfortune. He's cooked his own goose so far.
Yeah, but shout out to my boy Mamo Gonzalez there with the 11th place.
Schrotter. If Schrotter had not stuffed him, and neither of them finished on the podium, so what was the point?
No. It's racing though, isn't it? But we'll go into like all the classes, but I just want to bring up a point quickly because we got a bit of hate recently because a Jake Dixon fan group, because we apparently slated him, even though if you listen to this podcast you'll know that I do defend Jake quite a lot.
I don't.
And we got some horrendous comments, man. But
I'm
sorry now, right? Jake Dixon, man. I don't want to sit here and like actually like tear his name up, but
can I
you've led 2 races now and you've crashed out of the lead in both of them, man. Like, come on, dude. Like that race both of them actually were like wins on pedestals, and you've chucked it down the road, man. Like what on earth, man?
Today was his. It's a real shame. But
I said last week, what he needs to do if he wants to be taken seriously is back up his podium.
Yeah, win a race.
But not even that, just, another finish would have sufficed. And instead, he's done the usual Jake Dixon thing of following up a good result to a podium, but historically an okay result with throwing it down the road the next race. How can you defend that? If that was a different rider, if that was Balder, Stefano Manzi, 2 riders who historically have had tons of hatred for crashing out, a lot. If that was them, you would be slating them left and right, saying, they are not title contenders. Why does Dixon get any different treatment?
Well, to add to that, right, he crashed out of 3rd in Indonesia and 1st today. Add those up, right? Add those points to his tally. He'd have 73 points. Now, if you demote all the riders behind him by a little bit because of obviously him placing there, he would be on 73 points. So he would probably be within 10 points of the championship leader. He'd be in second. He'd be in a dead second in the championship, right? He's thrown away. Like, obviously, it's a long season, but come on, man.
It's like, historically, looking at his past seasons, obviously you can write off his first season because he was on an awful KDM and a learning year.
Yeah.
But he's not been able to follow up a result of any note with another result of any note.
Yeah, he got a 4th and a 3rd here, but then he just stacked it. But like basically the rumours are at the moment, like silly season is going nuts at the moment. But silly season rumours are saying that Dovizioso is going to retire at Mugello and not race for the rest of the season after Mugello, and Dixon's name has been thrown in to replace him. Now, apparently, again, this is all like pinch of salt, that Razvan Mazzali has laughed at that situation about Jake Dixon and said that Jake Dixon isn't even on the list for 2023.
Yep.
Again, take this all with a pinch of salt because, again, nothing's been officially like confirmed or verified, or this is all just chatter, but
it's believable, isn't it?
You're like, what is going on, man?
Like you would believe it. Like I don't think Razlan would have, gone, haha, no. more just like
this is Razgatlioglu.
Okay. Like that's an interesting take, sir.
Yeah, when you saw him on the MotoGP Unlimited, like he don't care. He has no filter, man.
Yeah, he don't care, do he? But I don't think it was a horrible laugh, so to speak, like a derisive laugh. It's more just a taken aback kind of laugh. Like, why? Just because he's ridden for me previously, you're linking him now, kind of thing.
Well, I think like Jake feels good in Moto2 this year, comparatively. Like he is riding well for the most part, and I think he would be pretty daft to just get on a MotoGP bike halfway through the season. But then, you know, any MotoGP seat is pretty coveted now. There's not a lot of room. So if you're offered it, I don't know.
Xavi Vieira proved that you should probably take it because he didn't take it last year. Waited for a Moto2 seat because he didn't want to jeopardize that, and then it never arrived. Like, luckily, he was picked up by
Maybe it would
Honda.
have jeopardized his Honda seat, though. Maybe that's what he was thinking.
Maybe that as well, yeah. But, like, he turned it down, and there's a good chance he'll never ride a MotoGP bike now. You know?
Unless he,
will be ahead of him in the pecking order.
Yeah, after his third place today in the World Superbikes. Like, yeah, really good result. Yeah, I just posted a photo in the chat. Aaron Canet with a Armin's plaster cast. So.
Well, I think that confirms it.
That's a weird fashion accessory. If it's not a broken arm,
I'm surprised he hasn't got it tattooed.
Yeah, but yeah, like shout out to Icola Corona today who got a podium in World Superbikes.
And you need to. This is like my my news source for any Superbike stuff. It's just when we hop on these chats because. I've not got Eurosport yet, so I've missed it all.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah, you're missing out because
MotoAmerica as well.
Yeah, and BSB as well. Missing out. It's like what? It's £7 a month, man.
Oh wait, was BSB this weekend?
No, next weekend.
Okay,
it was last weekend.
I'm really keen for BSB, so I might do it.
Is that because of a certain R Skinner?
Mr. Rory Skinner. I mean, he's on my
podium,
radar.
Didn't he, last weekend?
Yeah.
If I could just go back to Dixon really quick. I just want my main thing here is, what do you two think in terms of, is this a year where he has to perform or he's out? Do you think he's at that point?
No, I think he's going to be... Sorry to cut you off, Cameron.
No.
I think he'll be like... He can make a career in Moto2, you know, like Marcel Schotter's made a career in Moto2, you know, Tom Luthi made a career in Moto2, you know, I can go down the list. There's other riders like, oh gosh.
How old is he?
Maybe not.
26,
he's like
isn't he?
26, yeah, so he's so young still. Like, I think, unlike so many Corsi's, been in Moto2 since it was 250s, you know, like I think he will be like a Moto2 rider where he races in Moto2 and that's his job and that'll be his career, and maybe one day he'll be in World Superbikes or he'll get a few MotoGP wildcards, but I can't see it. And like Sam Lowes, there you go, perfect example. I think he'll just do what Sam Lowes does, I think, and that's not a bad thing. You know, he's still racing in Moto2, which is the highest level in the world, but I can't see him kind of breaking that mold, whereas obviously some riders have.
I think if he's happy in the team as well, if he's happy at Gas,
he's happy in the Aspar team, At the end of the day, why would you risk that?
One thing I would point out though is every rider you named had consistency.
You're saying that Trotter and Sam Lowes are consistent
because it might not be consistent winners, but you can count on Trotter to come in and bring home points every week. You can't count on Jake Dixon to do that.
Well, Sam's not been able to do that.
Sam has scored 0 points the last two races. Trotter got a 0 in Indonesia. Trotter took 200 races to get a podium.
Like when I think of Korea Moto2 riders, I think of like Trotter, Luthi, Corsi. And like Corsi when he was on a Kalex was exactly
on the speed up. He was a beast.
On the speed up. Yeah, he was good, you know. He'd bring home points every week. Dixon doesn't do that. So I don't think he would be a massively attractive prospect if he continues this form. If he can sort out his speed and continue to score points, if he learns to take the 6th, the 7th, because he's clearly got pace, then it would be a different story. But right now,
Yeah, I mean, he's 10th in the championship now, so he's still doing all right. But I do want to move on from Dixon because we talked about quite a lot. We're talking about Moto2 so far for 20 minutes. So
well, it was the interesting one of the day, wasn't it, really?
It was.
That's the thing.
True. Yeah, but quickly in the World Supers, Locatelli got a podium as well.
Yay.
But Jonathan Rea and Toprak Razgatlioglu finally collided. Finally, Razgatlioglu.
What was it Ray said? Toprak's the only guy I can race with who you know isn't going to hit you. And then
last podcast.
It feels like a jinx, doesn't it?
It does, man. We jinxed it. But that's the thing, right? Because all we've seen, right, are onboard footages and like some stuff on like filmed by fans. There is footage from Alvaro Bautista's bike. They're not releasing it, man. Because it'll clearly show who's involved. Because when on the onboard footage, right, Toprak goes off track slightly and then comes back on and hits Rea, and Rea goes down. They both go down. Rea might have been ahead. Rea could have moved over. Toprak maybe shouldn't have cut onto the track. We don't know. But
split-second decision, wasn't it? That's the thing.
That's it. When you're racing, it's just bang, bang, bang. You know.
Where were they racing this year? This
Assen
weekend. Assen. Okay.
It was out of T1.
Quite a flowy track all that, isn't it? You know, it allows you to rejoin in most places.
Yeah, it's a massive runoff. Like Toprak could have just run on and carried on, you know. But yeah, it means Bautista's got a big lead in the championship now. Because Rea was leading the championship in that race, and now it's gone all the way into Bautista's hands.
Yeah, that as we've seen, Alvaro Bautista leading the championship doesn't mean anything on a Ducati, does it?
He's looking good though, really solid. This year.
Clearly, all his power comes from his braids.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Aaron Canet, left radius and fractured little finger.
Oh, that's not too bad. He probably raced Jerez for that.
Yeah, probably. Jorge Martin did it, I think. That was broken ankle.
And radius is wrist.
Yeah, it's one of those ones.
That's just your little bone in your wrist. Yeah, you'll race. You'll be okay. You'll race. He probably won't be as strong as he'd like, but you know, a couple of painkillers, he'll be all right. Poor Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron.
All that because of race direction, probably not acting correctly.
But yeah,
what you did to my arm.
I think in World Superbikes, it's definitely a 3-horse race this year, as it always is. But the racing is just spectacular. Like it always is, just so good.
Supersport as well.
Supersport was good. Balder did well. Ollie Bayliss, shout out to Ollie Bayliss, a P11 in race 2. Really solid.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's actually not a 1-horse race in both classes like there has been previously.
Well, Domi is absolutely flying in the championship now. He's got like a 20-odd point lead already.
I was about to ask how our mate Domi was getting on, but okay, good.
Yeah,
Domi and Assen, it's his home race, really.
Yeah, Balder did crash though at race 1, so it did help. But
yeah, like Domi is nigh on untouchable at Assen. So I'm not surprised he's come out here with the championship lead and a couple of wins.
Yeah, it's a shame he didn't run the yellow 10-car delivery again, but
yeah, that was gorgeous.
It's so nice. But so heading back into the Grand Prix Championship again. Oh no, wait, quickly, one more little thing before I want to talk about silly season set. Danilo Petrucci won yesterday. But then his clutch went today, so he didn't even get past the start-finish line.
Highs and lows of racing, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, he, fair play to him, you know.
I mean, it's a track he's never raced at, right? Was it Road Atlanta?
Yeah, Road Atlanta, yeah. It's a tricky track. Yeah. It's really, like that first section is brutal, man.
Is that the one where you kind of come up, you come up over the hill and then there's like a sort of chicane?
You come over and then it's like, it's up and then you go down. It's like, whoa.
Like a double S bend.
Yes,
and then you go left and it's like a square.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's up and down. Yeah, I know the one. I play it on Ride a lot. I'm good at
it. I first discovered that track on Forza, the original Forza Motorsport. Hated it then. Don't like it that much better. I was Forza 3.
That's when I discovered it.
Forza 3.
The original Forza Motorsport on the original Xbox. That's where I discovered that track. And I never liked it.
Showing your age, man.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Of age. I'm now 24, so way. Happy birthday to me, way.
You'd now be considered old in Moto3.
I am already
very
relishing the fact that I'm getting old, man.
Wait till you're at 25, you'll start to crunch.
I already crunch now, bro.
You'll feel your cartilage in the morning.
Mate, I sprained my wrist last week. It's killing me.
See?
Oh, jeez.
See, the downhill starts now, but
it only gets worse.
I started when I was born, to be honest. But yeah,
you'll end up sitting up on your bed for 10 minutes waiting to wake up now.
Oh, I do that every morning, but I'm lay in my bed trying to not wake up.
Depressing.
Yeah, going back to MotoGP in the silly season, because silly season is always going mental, as always. We love it. Big rumor and panic talk is that Jorge Martin has signed a deal with Ducati for next year.
Yeah.
Originally, the deal was rumored to be for the factory squad. He's out of contract at the end of this year. Maybe, I'm just thinking, maybe the deal is just a Ducati contract. Because he's on a Ducati contract now.
That's what I was going to say.
Maybe it's just a Ducati contract is renewed with the factory, and then they'll place him wherever they see fit.
Yeah.
Davide Tardozzi on BT Sport earlier was really, really over enthusiastic about keeping Jack. They want to keep Jack Miller. He kind of didn't back it up today, but
yep.
They want to keep him. I do think that signing Pecco to that early in the season was a silly move. But I think signing Jorge Martin, right, and putting him in the factory squad after his results so far this year, nah, mate.
I would honestly, I thought it at the start of the season, and I'll stand by. I would have taken Bastianini over Martin.
Oh yeah, Bastianini's he's doing really well. Obviously, he crashed today, but he's still only 4th in the championship, whereas Jorge Martin is 13th, and he's crashed at 3 races. Yes, one of them wasn't his fault, of course, but it's 3 DNF to his name.
The thing is, why is it news and big rumours if it's not going to be in red? Riders retaining their rides is not that big a news.
Yeah, people need headlines.
Well, why? Because they were talking about how on Thursday Miller was pretty despondent and just sort of not himself.
Quiet, yeah.
Why would that be the case if he, felt like he wasn't on the move somehow?
Yeah, and there's a lot of rumors that Miller is Autosport. I'll give the source. Basically revealed that Autosport, Motorsport, the same company. So.
Yeah, sorry. Carry on.
And you'll have seen it on Yahoo as well because it's also the same. But yeah, so Autosport, Motorsport, whatever you want to say, basically revealed that Jack is in talks with LCR Honda.
LCR, yeah.
Now, Lucio Cinello was asked, and he said he has not spoken to Jack at all, or even Aki Ayo, his manager. So is Aki Ayo streaking straight to Honda about putting him in there? Because Lucio wants to keep Alex Marquez, but Lucio also wanted to keep Cal Crutchlow. And whatever Honda says, Honda goes.
Yeah, to add to that, it was about an hour ago on Motorsport, funny enough, Miller categorically denied it himself, saying there was no contact with LCR whatsoever.
Fair play.
Which means he'll be signed by the end of the week.
Do you think Paul's seat is going to be up for grabs then?
No.
Yes.
I don't.
I do, because...
Not this early.
I know, man.
But his contract's up at the end of this year, right?
They'll give him another year, I feel, because they know he's got a task and a half on his hands. It's hard enough for the Honda riders who already were on Hondas to get to this new bike, let alone somebody who's coming from KTM.
Honda have still confirmed interest in Mir and Fabio Quartararo. Aleix Espargaro also confirmed that he's speaking to a Japanese manufacturer, but he's waiting to see what Fabio does first. I wonder which manufacturer that one is then.
Or it could be, Honda.
No, he said it wasn't Honda.
Yeah. The thing is, he didn't name it. Obviously, categorically denying it is a thing. But when you say waited to see what Fabio does, unless you deny it, it literally could be any of the manufacturers because Fabio is talking to everyone.
Fabio's had contract on his desk from every manufacturer since 2019.
Yeah, with a lot of zeros on it.
Yeah. Because Suzuki now said they will keep Rins and Mir.
Hope so.
So that also that shuts down 2 very desirable seats already.
That, like, honestly, put Fabio on that Suzuki and he'd win every race.
Oh, I don't know about every race, but he'd be up there.
He'd be there every race weekend. Like, he dominated the field today. Like, if he was on a Suzuki, it could turn, it's fast in a straight line, it's got everything you need. Like, he would be on fire.
Yet the Yamaha beat Mir on a straight line. Overtake.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but
I think it was genuinely. I think that Suzuki didn't have the aero over the Portimao hump because the Ducatis was smashing them. They were wheeling. Like, if a Yamaha's beating you in acceleration out of the straight, you know something, either aero or electronics, isn't quite working on that part of the track.
Yeah,
because the Yamaha is the worst bike in a straight line.
Yeah, I mean, lack of aero, Francesco Bagnaia can relate thanks to little Polo Spargro's little manoeuvre.
So can Taka Nakagami, who, based on this, will probably lose his seat. I think this might have been a nail in the coffin, but his wing caught Binder's tyre.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Did it?
And sent him down.
So.
Yeah, it's not good. I think Iagora's his name's on that seat now.
That's what I was about to say. Who would you take if you had to promote one right now? Would it be Agura or Chandra?
Agura, because he's 19.
I would take Agura for the reason that he's more methodical than Chandra. He's the exact rider Honda need. Someone who isn't going to panic if it's going in the wrong direction. Someone who will just work at it without being totally erratic. I don't think I've seen Agura make a mistake since he's come into the paddock that, like, aside from, the usual crashes, I don't think I've seen him make a dumb decision since he's come into the paddock.
He's going to listen to us now and her ref mate pinballs T1.
Oh, please, no. I'm sorry,
Why?
Like, you know what I mean? Though? Like, literally, since he come into even Moto3, which is the hotbed of dumb decisions, I've not seen him make a stupid one. He's the exact rider LCR need to consistently bring home 10th to 15th places to start with.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because Taka ain't doing it. Taka, I think, is done. I don't even see him retaining a Honda seat anyway, based on this, because
it's going to be tough.
He's very much unimpressing right now.
Yeah,
he's 30 now.
Is he? Oh yeah, isn't he?
30 now. I think his boat has passed.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think. Yeah.
Not good at all, to be honest.
So I think Agura, and if they keep Alex Marquez, cool. Alex proved what he can do today. He just needs to continue doing it. But Miller would be an excellent choice in terms of development. Maybe just not racing.
They're good. Sorry, I'm doing something else here, so you can talk else if you want. I'm doing my own predictions, so.
Oh, right, okay. Oh,
I have text Ryan, by the way, as well.
I'm excited for this.
I'm waiting to hear back.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, you've texted Ryan. Cool.
Yeah. He hasn't messaged me back yet, though.
Oh. Fair enough. But yeah, there are a lot of going on, to be honest. It's just a lot of moves that could or could not happen, but like every year, and Miguel Oliveira potentially could be speaking to Yamaha as well.
Why would you go Yamaha, though?
I don't know. It's weird, isn't
it? It's almost like going to Honda when Mark was 2019 Mark. You were going there knowing that you're probably not going to beat him. So you're probably not going to beat Fabio on the Yam. It literally is a glove.
Mm-hmm.
If you beat Fabio on that Yam, chances are you've won the title.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So why the hell would you go there and
when's Morbidelli's contract up? Is that next
year?
Next year, yeah.
So he's out to sing.
He is weird, man. Like, what on earth is going on with Franco Morbidelli?
Yeah, just give him the 2018 bike back, man.
Because he's fast. He's so fast. But
this is not Franco Morbidelli, is it?
I would Morbidelli would be like on a Suzuki.
Suzuki, yeah. I would kill to see Frankie on a Suzuki. That would be amazing. That would slay. Or even a count. I reckon, Job, weirdly, I think he'd work on a KTM. Because the KTM, it's quite a smooth bike. Like, you can't tell when Binder's on it because he's left and right. But Miguel Oliveira is very, very much an inline rider on that bike.
Can I just interrupt you quickly? Sorry.
Yes, please.
We've got a guest coming on soon who's going to expose the championship. And then in a totally unrelated move, a rider called Daniele Petrucci made a post 7 minutes ago reading, "Just embarrassing what happened today. In 25 years of racing, I've never seen that they stopped the race because the circuit has no power. We stand on various starting grids for more than 5 engines and our engine blew off because water was boiling. So his engine broke because the circuit had no power." Oh, what happened last year in the same championship when Baz and Garnier crashed because they had no heat in their tyres because they also were forced to sit on the grid for too long?
Yeah. MotoAmerica does a lot right, but they do a lot wrong.
Yeah.
So wait, explain that to me again. Sorry. So his clutch basically blew because they were sitting on the grid for too long and it was too hot?
Yeah, so his engine overheated because they were sat on the grid too long because they had no power on the circuit.
But why his? Why, like, how come that wasn't a problem for anybody else? Just
he's the only Ducati on the grid, I think.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire-breathing beast got too hot, right?
Yeah, quite literally. It just, they classically are not the most friendly bikes, are they? Ducati road bikes.
No, but like
the V4's meant to be all right.
I think Schultz didn't race either. I haven't seen what happened with Matty.
He crashed in warm up, so maybe that's something to do with it.
He didn't then do the race. Like he.
Yes, I mean maybe the warm up crash kept him out of the race, kind of thing. Maybe just
no, because he went out. He went out in the warm up lap and all that.
Ah, okay, maybe, but probably the same thing.
Because he was running around 17th at one point.
Maybe he was hurt then. Yeah,
gonna find out.
Poor Matty.
Too many German tweets.
Schnell.
Let's have a look. Go back to talking about wowzers. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 DNFs from the MotoAmerica race.
Oh man!
Did you see the state of the attack yams in the first race?
What's that? Sorry?
Yeah. What? Well, Gagne's got shredded.
Yeah, the attack yams, they were a little bit broken, shall we say?
Ew.
Yeah, destroyed.
Gagne's bike, he sent it and it dug into the grass, barrel rolled. It was in a knot.
Yeah.
It's a big repair job.
Oh man. How do the MotoAmerica races work? Like, what's the format in terms of the weekend?
Same as BSB, 2 races.
Is it just
okay?
Like 2 races, okay.
But then there are often 3 as well. Just depends on which championship it is. But there's 6 different championships that race in MotoAmerica, including the infamous baggers, which are awesome.
I
3
love
laps,
the baggers.
Can't beat the baggers.
3 fucking lap race.
Is it?
They did a 3-lap race. Yeah, like I'm sure that is out. I'm sure that's an anomaly. But
what a paycheck!
Got to be wrong.
What a paycheck!
Yeah, well, Kyle Wyman is a factory Harley Davidson rider. What a title!
Well, they've got because they have like a King of the Baggers challenge. Oh yeah, so they've got a few races, by the way. It's not just one race. But there was a 3-lap winner takes all dash for cash with $5,000 going to the winner, which is Bobby Fong.
Fong won it, did he?
Yeah, Fong won the 5K.
Oh no, O'Hara broke down. Sorry, yep.
But then they do have an actual race that's like 12 laps or whatever it is. They don't just have massive
right. Okay.
They had a 3-lap
what do they put in the saddlebags? What's in those things?
Yeah, it's 8 laps. 8 laps. They're empty. I think they're empty. Actually, no. I think they have weight in them. I think they actually.
Yeah, I think they're ballast.
That's.
So the rule is that they have to be usable. They can't just be like shut. They have to be actual. But they made a carbon fiber and everything.
See, to me, that's a perfect way. That is genuinely a perfect way to smuggle drugs.
Oh yeah.
What?
But Jeremy Williams got 4th. Jeremy Williams is doing it as well in the Indian.
No way.
So sick.
That's what you call a cushy number, I think.
Yeah, and Sofa Williams on Twitter is going mental over it. So Sofa Racer, yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant, man. Like, I love watching the baggers because they have no right being as fast as they are. The forks are as long as the moon. It's great, man.
Seeing them like backing it in and all that. Oh, it's mental.
Apparently,
it's like the bike equivalent of super trucks and stuff and racing lorries, and it's the same thing. It's just it has no right to be in a track, but it's amazing to see.
The way they got like clip-on bars on a bagger, it gets me. It's great. It's a total oxymoron.
I really want a shot.
I really would like a go on one of those just to see, because they've got power.
Oh yeah,
they crash horrendously though. Like Jeremy Williams crashed and the bike was just destroyed.
Yeah, they are
heavy though, 600 pounds. So I
was going to say they're the equivalent of 2.5 Moto e-bikes.
Heavy mother truckers.
Wow,
I'm getting tired now.
Oof.
Well, do you want to do our predictions? Because everybody listening who regularly listens is always going to know already.
Well, we'll get up to an hour. We'll get up to an hour. So we'll talk about each class, but we'll do the predictions and go through. So
I meant the predictions for this race.
From what are you on about?
Obviously, we'll have to do Jerez predictions at the end.
Oh,
but
that's
our
fine,
predictions already for these races that just happened.
Yeah, I want to go through the ones that have already just happened.
Yeah. So I'm saying, carry on,
obviously, we'll do it, and then we'll go through the Moto3 ones. So guess what? A grand total of 1 point was scored in the entirety of the Moto3 class. So
between all four of us?
Yeah, between all four of us.
Yeah, any credibility we had is gone.
It's horrendous. We didn't have any in the first place. So obviously we do pole position as well. So Dennis Onsu got pole, which is quite got pole, which is quite impressive. And me and Ryan went for Garcia, Jacob went for Foggia, and Cameron went for Masia, so no one scored a point there. So well done. Garcia went on to win the race with Masia second and Sasaki third.
Wow.
I went for Foggia, Moreira, and Kelso.
0.
Yeah. Jacob went for Moreira first, Foggia second, and Minho third.
Can't believe I didn't put Garcia in. I hate myself.
Yep. Cameron went for Foggia, Garcia in second. He gets a point, and Onshu in third. So Onshu was battling for it, to be fair.
So close.
Ryan went for Minho first, Guevara second, who was battling for the podium, and Foggia third. Cameron gets 1 point.
I got the point. Oh,
you got the point. So obviously before going into all this, because I didn't do that, I lead the championship with 41 points. Cameron second with 36. Jacob with 35 and Ryan with 20 points. The points are totaled out by 1 point for pole, 1 point for any place on the podium, 5 points for the correct podium position, 10 points if you correctly predict the winner. So if you predict, say, first and second, you get 15 points. If you get all three incorrect, you get all 3 places on the podium, but they're incorrect, you get 15 points. If you get all 3 correct, you get 25 points.
Oof. One day.
And they don't stack. So one day I got it last year, 1 point. So it is possible.
And I did,
yeah, so Cameron scored 1 point out of all 3 of us there. So Cameron now has 37 points.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty actually, like I said, it's pretty boring Moto3 race. But it was quite boring, but it's quite interesting to see Daniel Holgado get back on his bike whilst it was on fire and start riding around the track.
Yeah.
That was,
man.
Yeah, because in the rule book, the marshals have to check it and let you go, but he just kind of hopped on it and went.
Yeah, no marshal was stopping him, was there?
Yeah.
Let's be real.
That's a good point.
You should be, even as a rider, I know the adrenaline's high when you just stacked it, but you should still let the marshals have a peep at it and think, okay.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. In the
that's
heat of the
not
moment.
in the racer's brain, is it? It's just not. Like, I'm not defending him because he should have, but it's like.
I'll do a shout out to my boy Lorenzo Fellon, who got points again in P14.
Yeah, it's becoming a habit now, isn't it?
Yeah, he did start in third, but
what about Scott Ogden as well?
Oh, absolutely outstanding race weekend from Scotty.
Incredible,
so good. Like he is. Yeah, he can battle for podiums now. Like he's gonna get a podium before the end of the year, I think.
I was just about to ask, do we think he's got a podium this season?
Oh, he's got a podium in him. Like because he nearly got poled, didn't he? If it wasn't for the yellow flags with the stupid yellow flag rules that screwed over Marc Marquez as well, because Paul was being dramatic. You know,
he
like
was flouncing.
It was like, oh no! It's like, get off the flipping track.
Yeah.
You're in qualifying, dude.
Yeah, like you could cry elsewhere, can't you? At the end of the day.
Yeah, like go beyond the barrier and do it. Like if it's qualifying, just get off the track.
I'm all for people showing their emotions. You know, do your thing, but do it off track.
Stupid man. Yeah, and Joel Kelso got a solid 9th as well. It was quite impressive him, but I'm just disappointed by Eisen Guevara. I thought he had more in him, and he just.
I think he did too. I think he did have more, but it just didn't work.
Didn't materialize.
Yeah. Like I think he almost over saved his tires.
Maybe, yeah.
And then he couldn't get back into the rhythm to do the last lap dash he was planning, because you could see he was sitting. He wasn't attacking. Sasaki was the smartest man for me. He followed Guevara when Guevara had the pace, and just carried on and
slingshotted him.
No, Sasaki he's becoming the real deal.
Yeah, he is. He's doing really well. Another one I want to point out though, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, David Alonso deserves a world championship seat kind of thing. He's only 15, so he's got a lot of time in him, but 27th. He's 3 seconds ahead of Ana Carrasco. Like,
he is on an older bike though. To defend him there.
Was he? Was he actually though? Was it just a Fairens?
No, because it was the Chev bike he's going to ride.
Yeah, but he rode the 2022 bike last year.
That's what I'm saying. He's rode what they are on now.
Yeah,
all year last year.
He's probably riding the current spec, but he's rode the bike he was riding last year, which is now current spec.
Yeah, that's really. He was testing the 22 bike last year, so he should have really been given a 22 bike, a current bike then. But instead, he's going to be on a 21 now in Chev.
Yeah,
which he didn't ride at all, or 2020 at all last year, because he was on the 2022 development bike.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He had the old. It was definitely an older one. It's the older frame, older exhaust, older everything.
That is, but like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, why is he there? He should be there full time. But he's proven, he's just not ready, man.
Nope.
He's just not ready.
But
and
at the same time, it's like, can a full World Championship season drag him through, as we see with so many young riders?
Well, that's the thing. Like, we spoke to whoever it was on the podcast ages ago who said I think it was Scott Ogden actually, who said or somebody Kelso maybe, that said that over the year, you get better because you're there with the guys, and they'll, like, Alonso will do more wildcards, there's no doubt about it. He'll probably be there at Jerez next weekend, but you know, he just needs more time on the bike. I think another year in the Chev will do him good, and the Junior GP will do him really well this year. Yeah, just speaking on the rookies quickly, Casey O'Gorman is. We said it last time actually that he was a talent, but he's got podiums on his debut.
Yeah, 2 as well. Yeah. You know, he backed up, so it wasn't a fluke in the first one. Another one.
Outstanding. Really, really impressive.
I think Rueda is the class of that rookies field, and really he shouldn't be in that race.
He should not be there. He should be on the World Championship field.
Yeah. So, you know, it's a bit of a mockery of what rookies is.
It is. But I heard, so the reason he's there is because he's only 16 at the moment. He turned 16 just before the Valencia race last year. So when he did that replacement ride for Grassini, he was like 16 by like 2 days. So this year, at the end of this year, he'll be 17. If he wins the rookies and or the Junior GP, he'll get dispensation and can race World Championship next year. So he's doing the rookies despite being too good for the class to try and get a dispensation for next year.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of it, to be honest, because of the age limits now. You know,
they're all going to be riding their hearts out for it. You know, David Alonso is going to be trying to win the GP to get a dispensation, you know.
That's it.
Otherwise, he'll have another year in the Chev.
Well, because of his age, being 15, he's gonna be stuck in Chev regardless. And he has to win it next year to go up.
But he said that he was quite happy with doing 2 more years in the Chev because he's not ready yet. And if he does consistent wild cards, then, you know, because he's got a dispensation now, he's got that in the bag.
Yeah.
But there are a few riders who will be trying to get that dispensation. Harry Vaught will be trying to get it. You know, there will be quite a lot, but the rookies
Piqueras
races are
still
good.
way too young, so
he's like 15
Piqueras
still. Yeah, he's so young.
Actually in the rookies for the purpose of the rookies, which is to develop.
Yeah, and he was second, wasn't he, in that first race before he crashed?
Yeah, broke his toes. And like Maxi Martinez is 14. You know,
why? He can't start a flipping race.
Yeah, he needs a different clutch, clearly.
He failed all 4 starts.
Yeah.
No, 2 starts. No, yeah, 3 different starts.
3 starts.
There was a first race and he messed it up. Red flag. He messed up start again. Race 2. Race start. He messed that up again.
I meant to say as well, is there any update on Farioli? I haven't actually seen anything.
I don't know. I've not seen anything because he got injured, didn't he?
Yeah, he was hurt like badly. But I don't know how badly.
I've not seen anything. I'll check his Instagram quick. But yeah, the rookies was good. It's not something I normally watch, to be honest. I normally skip it.
It's good. I think I really like the rookies, and because of one simple fact that it's free to air. You can watch it on any of their social media channels.
Yeah.
So it's accessible to all, and you can see the next generation of talent, at least that aren't like obviously Chev is still the better route. But rookies is still a very, very credible route to take. And like as you said with Rueda, I think we're going to see more of it. And so it could be a bit of like he won the first race by 10 seconds. You don't do that in Moto3.
Yeah, really? He just disappeared, didn't he? Yeah, 10 seconds he won the rookies
by. Like it would have been less because obviously Piqueras crashed, and Maxi Martinez was mired because of his starts. But those 3 look to be the class of the field pace wise.
Yeah.
Like the front row and closer was thrown up in the air because it was a wet qualifying. Like Marcos Ruda's not going to be there. Somagorbe's not going to be there yet. So
Somagorbe's doing well though. He's really good. He's in the Junior GP this year as well. So
on a Honda, and he looked, but he's not there yet.
He'll get there. He's Hungarian. And he came from he's a champion of the Northtown Cup, wasn't he?
Really good
champion.
rider.
I know he raced there, but
champion. Yeah. I think he was the first champion.
I'm still actually really annoyed by the at the Rookies Cup or whoever runs the like their socials kind of thing, because they haven't mentioned Jakob Gurecki at all.
Yeah.
Like he was meant to race in the rookies this year. They had a thing at the Brno circuit this weekend just gone because he obviously lost his life coming into the season. He was a Northern Talent Cup champion and was meant to do the Red Bull rookies, and they didn't mention him. They've not mentioned him at all on socials. They've not done a little thing to say, you're meant to be one of us, but you're not, and pay respect to him. And they haven't done a thing.
Possibly because he never actually appeared on the bike because he didn't do the preseason tests. It's just
no, but he did the selection process. There are photos of him that they're in their archive.
Yeah, like I'm not defending him in any way. I'm just thinking like maybe that's why. Like no, it should have been something. It would have.
Yeah, I don't think there's an excuse at all.
No
excuses for it. Like it's just
I'm not defending.
Disrespectful, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It feels disrespectful a bit.
Yeah, but whatever. But yeah, moving to Moto2, we have talked a lot about Moto2. Actually, on the Moto3 quickly as well, there's only 1 point separating Garcia and Foggia in the standings. 1 point. Which I'm like, because we all went into the season obviously going, obviously apart from unless you're Jacob who screams out Eisen Guevara every time you give him the chance, everybody else was like Sergio Garcia or Dennis Foggia, like proper hammering it. And 5 rounds down, they're 1 point apart. Like, I'm excited, man.
But at the halfway point, we should check our predictions and see how
we will. Yeah, good idea. But like the fact that Sergio Garcia had a DNF as well, and they're still level.
Foggia's doing his classic inconsistency.
Oh, he loves to do it, doesn't he? But at
least it's not a fucking what do you call it, a DNF or a podium this time.
Yeah, because what was he like 5th? Was that 6th, 7th? Sorry, yeah. I'm seeing 9 points. So I'm thinking that's 7th place.
Yeah, Qatar.
7th, 1st, 2nd, 8th. You're like, and then you've got Sergio Garcia who's got 2nd, 4th, 1st, DNF 1st. DNF wasn't even his fault because he got knocked off by Holgado.
That's the championship form. Him and Onchu, really. Because Foggia's not going to compete based on that.
No, Onchu, 4th, 5th, 14th, 4th, 5th. Solid.
Consistent.
Solid. Yeah, no DNFs yet. So
Garcia, I would look at, man.
Yeah. Garcia, like again, like
piecing it together at last.
If he didn't get a DNF in Argentina, he'd be way up forever closer.
But so would Mino by that joke, you know what I mean?
Mino, 2 DNFs. So yeah, he would be way
and
in
neither
that,
DNF was his fault.
Yeah.
Poor Mig.
Not good.
And Sasaki.
So far,
if he took... Sorry, go on.
Like, did VR46 promote the wrong Moto3 rider?
Maybe. But for Antonelli, it was either that or Supersport.
I'd have said him to Supersport based on how he's doing so far. I think Mino would have stood a better shot.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Poor old Nicolo. He's struggling with him.
Yeah. I'm just watching a video of Jack Miller
all right.
going and saying sorry to Suzuki, all the Suzuki lads. Like, literally, he's got the entire Suzuki box and he's saying sorry to them all.
Yeah.
Big respect.
One big thing about that, he took his helmet off.
Yes.
It's genuine.
Yeah. Stoner would be
absolutely ridiculously stupid move because you don't outbrake Joan Mir down in T1.
It's not possible to outbrake Joan Mir, I don't think.
Yeah, and you don't do that, especially at Portimao T1. You don't outbrake Joan Mir.
Horrendous.
So
yeah,
I respect the balls, but he should have thought, okay, this is not happening.
We'll go back into that in a bit because I do want to talk about it a bit, but obviously we'll go to Moto2 now. So
predictions?
Moto2, there's a few more colours here. So on the predictions, because obviously it was MotoGP, no 3, then GP. After GP, there was 3 points scored in total.
Oh right,
well,
actually four because one of us had picked pole position correctly, I think. Yes, one of us done pole. So only 4 points have been scored, which is pretty horrendous.
I can't remember anything. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but now Moto2 is... I've already put it in the group chat earlier.
I know.
Replied.
Just take the piss.
Stupid. Anyway, so...
You silly goose.
Shut up. So we do the pole positions, of course, and it was Aaron Canet who got pole position. I went ballsy and put Bobier, who got second, to be fair.
That was good. That was a good shout.
I'm like, hey, you know what? Fair play. Jacob put Augusto Fernandez. So,
idiot.
Cameron went with Aaron Canet, so he gets a point.
Did he get pole?
Well done.
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't even know when he's
coming for you. I'm coming for you. Point
and
at a
then
time.
Ryan put Dixon, who got third, so fair play to Ryan. So now Cameron goes with 43 points. He's only 5 behind me now. 3 behind me. Wait. I can't do maths.
Quick maths.
Wait. How many points
I've
have I
messed up.
You have?
I've messed
Wait.
up.
I was on 37.
No, we'll see. Okay.
We'll get to it. Okay.
Yeah, so after Moto3, I had 41 points, but now I got 46. So for me, the podium in Moto2, I'm really not good at laying this. When Joe Roberts, who won his first Moto2 race, which freaking congrats! Like, well done, man.
If you predicted that, go and buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, and then Vietti was second, and Jorge Navarro third. Navarro, pronounce it correctly. I put Acosta third, crashed. I put Vietti second, so I get 5 points for Vietti in second. I put Canet in first. He didn't because he crashed.
Very close.
Big sad. Jacob also put Acosta in third. He put Agura in second. He would have got a point if he had stayed on. And then he put Vietti in first. So Jacob gets 1 point.
Balls.
Cameron put Chantra third. Vietti
you know
second.
What? Yes. The Chantra call, last time you were like, oh, he's got a long lap penalty and called me an idiot. And I said, I'll have the clout when he takes that long lap penalty and still gets third. And it would have happened. It would have happened had there not been rain on the track.
So.
Chancellor was on for a podium.
Precisely 0.
Yeah, he looked really
he
good
set the
through
fastest lap of the first race.
Yeah.
Straight after the long lap.
Sorry, but anyway, I was thinking this all day as it was happening. I was like, I need to bring this point up that I actually was really smart. So anyway, carry on.
Oh, that's the first. Yeah, you got second place of Vietti, so you get 5 points. So your Moto2 total is 6 so far. You put Acosta in first, so it stays at 6.
Yeah,
see, all your clout for Chandra just went with the Acosta prediction.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So Ryan went for Vietti in third, so Ryan gets a point. Way. Agura second, but he crashed, and Canet first, but obviously crashed.
That's a shame.
So now I am the leader still with 46. Cameron with 43, so 3 points now. Jacob with 36 and Ryan with 21.
Ooh.
We're getting a gap. We're getting a gap, Deck. Here we go.
There we are.
You're eking it out, as they say.
Thing is, though, only one race, literally one singular race can change it. Because I got like 15 points from one race last week.
Yeah, last time.
It's the concertina effect.
Good words. Gotta say, can't believe Antonelli crashed out of that second race.
I know.
Like, what did Liam put in the chat? He put, all you had to do was follow the damn train, Antonelli.
All you had to do was follow the damn train.
I was like,
it shows because Salach and Zaccone were lapping 20 seconds off the pace.
They were so slow. Like, Zaccone crashed. I think they both crashed. Like, look at the gap between SDK and Salach. It's 2 minutes.
Yeah, no crash. I think they damaged their bike somehow and they just trundled around because they knew points would have been on the board.
Yeah,
that's what Zaccone, they did. What Antonelli should have done.
Yeah, because Zaccone is a lap behind. Wait, no. Zaccone looks like his race time looks like he finished in 13. No, 12.
14th.
Yeah, I don't know why Zaccone's...
Yeah.
Race time. Hold on, I'll see if it...
Oh, Philip Salad.
His race time puts him 12th, right?
12th. Yeah, I don't know why he's... That's a bit weird. But yeah, Salach was 2 minutes slower than SDK ahead of him.
And I tell you what, one rider I felt for was Furman. He would have had his highest finish ever in 6, but touched the green on the last lap, demoted a place back to 7s, now equals his best finish.
Oh, and Jeremy Acoba in 6th, though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But my boy, Manu Gonzalez in 5th. I'm so gassed for
Would have podiumed if it wasn't for Schroeder. Schroeder disrupted them both.
Well, if my grandma had a wheel, she would have been a bike.
Yeah, that's it. With Schroeder, you expect some German efficiency, don't you? But there was nothing German or efficient about that pass.
It was ruthless, though, and he got it. He got 4th.
It was brutal. We all know about the Germans are being brutal, don't we? So, he's doing...
No, I want no part of that comment. No.
Oh, God.
Anyhow, but yeah, I'm so happy for Joe Roberts, though, like, because he's worked hard for it. Like, it was a fake win because of this, whatever. Like,
it will be bittersweet.
He's worked so hard and he disappeared, man. Like, it wasn't like an easy win. Like, he disappeared, man.
Perfect Joe conditions, wasn't it?
Yeah, like, it was tough conditions out there. You got to stay on to do it. Like, these Moto2 riders who crashed out, there was nothing stopping them going down pit lane and changing their tyres over. Like, it's not, maybe it's a flag to flag, so then you can do it. I can't remember the rules.
No, you can't do Moto2. It's stoppages.
Oh, yeah, isn't it? Because Indianapolis 2015, the memories.
Yep.
Do you remember that in the Moto3 race?
Yep,
Danny Kemp was in the pits for like 5 minutes.
Yep, it's you can't, because they have got a second bike to switch to. It's not allowed. The only thing that I think that's the one point I did want to make about that whole farce. I think due to the sheer amount of bikes that crashed, I think the pit window should have been extended.
Yeah, I think so too. Because at the end of the day, you can't have 12 bikes out and not.
Well, not even that, so much as transportation back to the pits.
Yeah, the actual logistics of it.
Yeah, like you're not going to fit 12 bikes in a van. You need to make multiple trips to take all the bikes back to pits.
They should have smashed up. They are.
But yeah, like I think like Chandra and Agura, they weren't getting back out. They were ruined. Zonta's bike had no front end. Corsi's bike was on fire. Right then for Augusto Fernandez and Pedro Acosta could easily have raced if they got back in time.
Yeah, they could.
Canet, his bike was fine. Obviously, he was hurt, but his bike was fine. You know, there were quite a few okay bikes which could have been fixed up. But due to the logistics of the track, like they could easily have just said, you know, like at most you're going to crash 3 bikes normally, yeah? Like just say as an average.
Yeah, on average.
3 bikes crash. Yeah. You can take them, all 3 bikes back in one van, back to the pits. Because 11 bikes went down, they should have just extended the time by the amount of bikes as an average. So, you know, a 15 to 20 minute window to get all of the bikes back, I think would have been fair. Or even reset the 5-minute window from when the van came back, so to speak, to take the next lot.
It's the fact that it's also, you know, there's just that little extra bit where it says they must be back within 5 minutes and take no shortcuts. You know, it's just that, even just that, like, makes it just that bit harder when you've got so many bikes down.
Like the returning of it, I think they should have just used a bit of common sense and extended the time because they could have done it.
Yeah. If you are wondering as well which riders did actually crash out in that first instance, it was Somket Chantra, Tony Arbolino, Sam Lowes, Cameron Bobier out of second, Aaron Canet, Simone Corsi, Augusto Fernandez, Zonta van den Gorberg, Ayagura, Albert Arenas, and Pedro Acosta.
And Simone Corsi.
Yes. Why is he not listed?
Because
his bike exploded.
Yeah, because his bike was not a bike at the end of it.
I said Corsi. I said Canet Corsi.
Because on the, you know, like the TV images, Zonta wasn't listed, but you could clearly see his bike without the forks like laying there. So it was weird. I think there was just so many they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But the main thing is like nobody's seriously hurt. Like Canet's hurt, but not, you know, majorly hurt. I think I'm going to take that as a win and run with it.
It easily could have been a pretty dark day. So
I'm taking that as a win.
Regardless of everything, like as long as, you know, every rider's okay relatively, of course, then it's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
In the press release from American Racing, they've literally said Cameron Bobier robbed the first podium.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and SDK's like gassed. I spoke to SDK actually, and he was like, "Oh, you know, didn't really feel like he deserved the points because of obviously what happened."
Well, you take what you can get at the end of the day,
bro, man. Like,
do you know one other thing I was thinking, but then I thought maybe not. Maybe half points would have been an option.
Nah. What for? Like
Like
it's still a full round on the calendar.
It's still a full race. You know, they've completed they completed over half the lap distance, so
it would have been unfair on the riders who did go back out, but it was also unfair on a lot of the riders who could have gone out and didn't. So I think
that's his racing, mate, isn't it? Racing.
The more I thought about it, the more I thought it just complicates things.
Yeah, it does. Right, we'll go to MotoGP now. With the predictions. 2 points was scored. So, great. We're really good at this MotoGP log. I say that. I got pole, third, and second in the America. So heading into the MotoGP class, I am leading, obviously, with 3 points to Cameron. So, with pole position, it was Zarco. I went with Rins, who started from 23rd. Jacob went with Miller. I can't remember where Miller started 6th. Miller started 5th or 6th. You went Miller.
I did I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I went Pecco last one. My bad.
Cam went with Marc Marquez. Ryan went with Pecco, who started last. So
dead last.
Yeah, Ryan doing really well today. Podium. The podium actual was Quartararo, Zarco second, and Aleix Espargaro third.
Yes.
I went with Mir third.
Oh.
Thanks, Jack Miller. Aleix Espargaro second.
Nice.
Do I get a point?
There's a point.
Let's
Well
go.
done.
That actually did annoy me a little bit.
And then I went Bagnaia in first because I thought he'd finally have his little comeback, and yeah, no,
not quite.
Yeah. So I scored 1 point from that. So now I've got 47 points. Jacob went with Oliveira third, Bagnaia second, and Vinales first. What on earth?
Honestly, I honestly thought Vinales would do better than he did.
Well, the weekend before the race went better. Like, showed more promise than what he delivered, I think.
It's his starts. He just cannot do the first laps. It's the classic Vinales problem. But the other two were fair calls, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oliveira got fifth. Bagnaia got seventh or eighth.
Yeah, Pecco wasn't a stupid shout, and neither was
with a
Miguel.
gammy shoulder as well.
But Vinales, if he could start that thing, he'd be up there because his mid-race pace was outrageous.
Yeah, he was good, to be fair. He looked good. And Cameron went with Rins third. So solid shout. Bastianini second, he crashed. And then Bagnaia first. So Cameron gets 0 points.
Son of a...
Yeah. Ryan went with Quartararo third.
I wonder why.
Bagnaia second and Rins first. So Ryan gets 1 point for Quartararo.
Wow.
No, the final point standings heading into Perez are me with 47, Cameron with a grand total of 43, Jacob in third with 36, and Ryan trailing at the back with 22.
Yeah,
he did miss Qatar though.
Yeah. He pulled a Chandra, didn't he? So we should remember.
And next year when we do this, I do want to try and somehow open this up to everybody else so we can have like a live leaderboard of it, but I don't know how to do that.
Maybe after the summer break we could do a test or something.
Try and somehow work it, because I just use an Excel spreadsheet, and obviously if we've got 100 people doing this, we can't do it on an Excel spreadsheet.
Unless, literally, people just chuck in their live predictions like on a post or something.
We need to utilize the blockchain.
Like, somehow. I don't want to... Oh, God. Like,
there's a way. We'll figure it.
I want to automate it. I don't want to have to sit there and enter information. But anyway.
Any tech whizzes listening?
Yeah. If that's something you could figure out or want to participate in, let us know.
Yeah, please reach out. So, Alex flipping Rins is doing well, isn't he? He's tied with Fabio Quartararo at top of the championship with 69. Very nice points.
Nice. No, it's
nice.
Again, I said it last week and I'll reiterate it. It's just proof what 30 horsepower can do.
Yeah.
And a bit of consistency.
He is a different man, isn't he, this year?
Yeah, but he's got the consistency because of the power, because he's not having to push at 125% all the time.
Well, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I mean,
they tie into each other kind of thing.
Did I not say, like, before the season that I thought he would be the first one to get the sack?
He might still,
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, I well and truly will eat my words with that. And I'm glad, to be honest. I mean, he's doing really well.
I want to very quickly, you talk about eating very quickly.
Good, my favourite.
Mario Adji is a Muslim and is fasting right now.
Yep. It's Ramadan.
Okay, all weekend, all Friday, all Saturday, and all Sunday, he got second place in qualifying on no food and water.
Wow.
He can't eat until sundown.
Yeah.
Fair play to that man. Like, that's unsung hero there.
Yeah, a lot of footballers do it as well. And
I don't know how they do it. I'd be dead.
At the pinnacle of their sport, like a motorsport, a physical sport, wherever, you need fluids, you need food. So to be able to pull those kind of performances out while fasting, I take my hat off to him. Well done.
Yeah, it's superb, man. Fair play to him. Going back to MotoGP, like Rins, like I said, is just doing superb. But like the fact that Espargaro is still starting third in the championship, he's got 2 podiums now.
Yeah, Aprilia have lost their
only
concessions.
3 points behind. Yeah, they've lost their concessions because the Silverstone podium last year also counts because it's in a 12-month thing. So
I thought they needed second for the concession points, but it was third.
Yeah, so the start of next year, they won't have concessions. But now, finally, every factory is on the same level pegging.
Sava can still have his 6 wild cards this year. which is nice.
Yeah, I like Sava. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Cool leathers.
Good. Yeah, day and easy. But looking naughty at the moment. Mr. Johan Zarco's just being a silent little hero, well as always.
But then again, it's Zarco. He suffers from the Dixon effect for me. You'll stack it in the next race, you know.
He's a little bussio because he's just too scared to make the moves. He just kind of sits there, but then he crashes quite a lot, so it's quite difficult to manage the balance because he crashed here at Portimao last year, and it's like a case of, oh, do you want to stack it? Do you want to win a race or take second place, take another trophy home? And
he's clearly got pace.
Another race without a win. Yeah. Just like your mama. Oh, but yeah,
Jesus.
So.
I would be very proud of my mother if she did that. If my mum could get a pole position in MotoGP, I'd be very proud of her.
Yeah, fair play. I'll tell you what, I enjoyed that little interbro battle at the end of Alex and Marquez.
That was great.
Alex and Marquez. Like, I genuinely was waiting for one of them to knock the other one off.
Yeah, I just thought the front end's going to go. Alex threatened it a couple of times. But,
someone's going to just knock the other one off. They had no grip out there, you could tell.
No grip.
What split them in the end? Like 0.35 or something?
200ths of a second.
200ths? Oh, wait.
That's probably the closest they've ever finished together ever.
Yeah, 0.020.
Like in any class ever, that's probably their closest ever finish.
Probably, because they've never raced against each other until now. So,
like even like youth level, I mean, like it's so difficult to get that close.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Fair play to
but yeah, it was really good. A solid race, but yeah, like it's funny. Like Jack Miller obviously took out Mir, but it's like, one flipping rider to take out, and it's Johan Mir, the guy that you don't like.
Mir's sarcastic clap. Chef's kiss.
Fair play to Mir though for going straight over to Jack, and then like they're giving him a hug or whatever, and like being like,
Did you notice? When he went in the gravel, he checked if he was all right. Then when he found out he's right, then he smacked his helmet.
Yeah.
Only once he figured out he was okay did he smack him.
I think they actually fancy each other.
Yeah,
well, that's why he smacked his helmet.
Yeah.
When
he got it.
Oh, Welsh.
Took you a sec.
You can tell it's 10:30 at night. You can tell it's getting late. The Horner Jacob is coming out, but Mir, right, actually led the championship at one point during that race. When he was leading the race, he was leading the championship.
Wow.
He's still got a championship battle in him, I think.
Yeah.
Like, that championship was not a fluke, and Mir is
despite what people say.
So good, man. Like, the fact that you can win a championship with one win and a handful of podiums is insanely impressive, and like people underestimate that too much, I think.
2020 was the weirdest season you'll probably ever have.
The fact that Morbidelli was second now is like
short of another global pandemic, this is going to be the weirdest season we ever have. And to win that, I think deserves more respect in a shorter season, not less.
13 rounds, it's closer racing, and he's still gapped. He still won it with a round to spare,
Yeah, like I think that deserves more respect, not less. But obviously, people don't see it like that because an orange bike was missing. But
yeah.
Stupid.
To finish first you must finish, as they say.
Oh yeah, sweet. But like, Dovizioso is obviously 11th as well, which shows maybe some progression because he was behind for Morbidelli and he was in 15th at one point, and then he jumped up to 11th. So maybe he's finally twinking. Something's clicked in that Yamaha. I don't know, potentially, but
it won't matter when he quits at mid-gel over there.
Yeah, of course. Silly season. Yeah, he'll quit, won't he? Can't wait for Jake Dixon to hop back on that Yamaha,
Ugh.
I can't wait for some terrible messages tomorrow from people. Jake Dixon's fan club.
I'll probably get a brunt of it because,
you're going to need the thick skin tomorrow.
I'm not scared of criticism, so come at me.
Come at me, bro. Yeah, but your come at me means different things, apparently.
Jeez.
But yeah.
This time of night, it does.
How's it gone from Miller and Mir to me then?
The dark Jacob comes out and it's just...
Where's the progression from Miller and Mir hopping over to me?
Well, it was 2 disappointments, so I was just following the same trend, you know?
Touche. Oh, good news. I got Ryan's predictions as well. This time I'm organised.
Oh, amazing. Finally. Well done,
Cool.
Jacob and Ryan. Good
Only took 3 episodes to be organised.
Yeah. Well done. I think we've finished on this podcast because we've kind of discussed everything.
Well, we've not got Jerez predictions to go.
Oh yeah. But like I meant about like MotoGP.
Okay, right.
It was boring, man. Fabio made it boring.
Pretty boring.
There wasn't many like battles. It was just meh.
It's like they say when Marquez was winning everything. MotoGP's boring now because Mark's winning everything.
Yeah.
Now MotoGP's boring because Fabio's winning everything.
Like it was boring, but at the end of the day, it takes serious talent to make MotoGP boring.
He dominated.
Yeah.
He didn't just win; he dominated.
He was in another
seconds.
postcode, wasn't he? He was in Estoril.
Yeah, and like he was crying on the podium, and like it shows how much it meant to him. You know, his first podium, first win in 8 months since Silverstone, and his first win since as a world champion as well.
Like what's crazy is like how long ago does Silverstone feel? We all witnessed his last win with our own eyes, all of us.
Yeah,
and that was his last win. It's crazy. It feels like a lifetime ago.
It does. Honestly, it does. But it shows how competitive MotoGP is. You know, we've had 5 races and 4 different winners. Mental. And what else is on the box? Oh yeah, Aleix Zarco take podium. So no new podium finishes today, but you know, maybe that 10 different winners will finally come this year. But we know how hard it is to get a 10th of something, so probably not.
Oof.
I'm on a roll today. I'm gonna shut up.
He didn't even fire a shot. He just emptied the clip. See, that's going to be the one that gets you the hit.
Yeah, it was nice to see Rossi though. I've got to say in the paddock.
Yeah, he looked like he had a new baby though.
Yeah, you'll do like what two flipping GT races, and all of a sudden you're allowed in the MotoGP paddock. They'll just let anyone in, won't they?
Yeah, sitting there, crazy man.
Ridiculous, man.
You know,
like
Jorge Lorenzo, the World GT thing. It's just a European challenge, like.
Yeah, like Jorge Lorenzo was on the F1 grid, like flipping heck. He's only a Porsche supercar driver. Yeah. What are you doing, man?
Who is this guy, like?
Yeah, Petrucci in the KTM box, the Lamborghini driver.
I really did feel for us. He looked hanging, and I've been through that twice. You know what I mean? I feel him.
Yeah, you feel Rossi. That's a bit sus. But yeah, you know, he.
Joe, honestly, if it get me in the MotoGP paddock, I would.
I'd do some mad things to get in the paddock. But anyway, let's move on before it gets weirder.
Good Lord.
So, Moto3 pole positions, please. I'm going to go with Messia. Jacob?
I'm going to go with Sergio Garcia.
Nice choice. I actually love that kid, man. He's a mini beast, man. Yeah. He's insane.
I just love his goats.
I do worry Ariel being a Moto2 though, but...
He's big though, like he's tall, he's gangly. He'd be fine.
We forgot to mention that he crashed in Park Fermi.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was nuts. That's hilarious.
He's gonna blame the carpet, but he was already going in so fast that he was going down anyway.
Like, he's gonna do a stoppie, I think, and just lock the front.
Yeah, like he basically did a Miller, but in Park Fermi.
Yeah, and then he crashed in qualifying 3 times in Q2
in the space of 5 minutes. It was something like 4 minutes and 20 seconds, something like that.
That's impressive, man.
He crashed 3 times and still got 6th.
How?
Wild.
Unreal.
Yeah. But yeah, Cameron, pole position?
I'm going to go with Sasaki.
Oh, nice choice. I do like Jerez though. Jerez is quite a good leveler, I think.
Yeah, and it's a test circuit, isn't it?
Good straightforward circuit, yeah.
And Ryan went with Garcia as well.
Oh, he's so boring, Ryan, aren't you? You're not even listening, so it's fine.
Tell him.
Moto3 podium. I went with 3rd, Minho. 2nd, Garcia. And for the win, because of his previous record here, Eisen Guevara.
Yeah, me too.
Jacob knows. So, Jacob, 3rd.
3rd, I'm going to go with Xavi Artigas.
Oh, mate, he is out of form at the moment. I don't know what's going on with him.
He'll come back. He likes Jerez. He was good here.
He's great. Yeah, he was.
Second, Garcia, and first, Guevara.
Oh, you're just copying me now. Again, flipping out. This is a running trend, apparently. Cameron, third.
Third, I want to go with Onchu.
Onchu being risky.
Yeah, I know. He'll either be on the box or he'll be in the gravel.
Like last year, when he dominated everyone.
Yeah. I don't think Sasaki will hold on to first, so I'm going to put him second.
Okay. First place.
I'm gonna put my bets back on Foggia. I think.
Oh yeah, we forgot Foggia.
It'll be more of a typical weekend at Jerez, probably.
He's never shone at Jerez. He's done well there, but he's never.
He's found his form now. Well, apart from this weekend,
allegedly.
But
Foggia for me has never quite shone at Jerez, to the point where he can dominate like he can at other circuits.
Yeah, that's fair.
But at the same time, watch him win by 5 seconds now, because I've said that.
Okay, and Ryan, who did he go for?
He went for Garcia third. Foggia third, sorry.
Okay, yeah, second.
Garcia second.
Yeah.
And Messia for the win.
Yeah.
That's a good shout, actually. Yeah.
Quick question as well. What's after Jerez? Is it Le Mans?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
After Jerez.
Right, okay. Moto2, pole position. I've gone with Tony Arbolino. Jacob?
Ooh. See, I'm torn between both VDS riders. I'm going to go Lowe's.
Lowe's, okay. And Cameron?
Agura.
Nice shout. Okay, and Ryan?
Vietti, he went.
Out.
I wouldn't go Agura. He can't qualify. So it pisses me off. If he could qualify, imagine what he could do in the races, man. It's
mad. Right, I'm trying to rush this now because I'm actually tired. So third place, I went with Arbolino. Second, Cambodia, because he's in a run of form at the moment. And first, Agura for the first W of his career. Jacob third.
Agura.
Okay. Second.
Furman.
Yeah. He likes Jerez, although he didn't win last year. That was his first second, wasn't it? I think because he let Lopez win it.
Yeah.
And
the Bosco works there. And first, I'm going Chandra.
Okay. So
no
Vietti.
Face there. He was going to go Chandra. No, Vietti will be fifth.
Cameron.
Well, I was gonna go. Okay, hold on. So I've sort of flip-flopping here. I'm gonna go Vietti third.
Okay, Vietti has got 100% podium in every race he's finished. Yeah, so second.
Second, I'm gonna go with Bobiu.
Nice, you cheated me.
Yeah, and well, you saw my face when you said Bobiu. I was like, oh, you bastard. And what's his face? Chantra first.
Oof. Okay, so minus double points here.
Maybe.
And where did Ryan go?
Ryan went third place, Vietti.
Yeah.
Second place, Arbolino.
And
first place, Pedro.
Pedro Acosta, a hero. Fair play. Right. MotoGP, moi. I went with on pole position, Jack Miller. Jacob, pole.
Quartararo. Cam's face again.
Cameron's gone with Quartararo.
Well, I was going to go with Quartararo, but I think I'll go different just because, and I'll go with Martin because he's very good.
He is a beast around Jerez, to be fair.
He is a pole hound.
Yeah, he's good at poles.
And Ryan?
He went with Quartararo as well, by the look of it. Yeah, Quartararo.
What a surprise. Okay, podium. Third, I went with Jack Miller.
Ooh.
Second, I went with Rins. And first, Quartararo to extend his title lead. Right. And because he won last year, so was leading by like 20 million years.
Yeah. I've done the same. I've got Fabio for the win. But third place, Mark Marquez.
Marquez.
Second, Alex Rins. And first, Fabio.
Sick. Right, Cameron?
Oh, Jesus. You're right, the exact same ones. Jesus.
All three of them?
Yeah, literally in the same place as well. I've just checked it.
Sick. Copy and paste. Okay. And Cameron?
I want to feel like Zarco's found some form, so I want to put Zarco third. Why not? Why not? Yeah. You know, let's get crazy, shall we?
Johan Zarco, allez.
They must say.
Oui. And then second, Martin. And first Quartararo.
Fuck
heavily Ducati.
Freaking four of us have gone for Quartararo to win.
Yeah, Jerez is his place.
Yeah, he absolutely nailed it last year, apart from physical issues. But yeah,
great.
I tell you what,
we're all going to gain 10 points.
One thing that I nearly said, but I thought I'm sick of failing on long shots. What do you reckon Brad Binder's going to do? Because he was excellent there.
Sixth, I think.
Yeah, I think a top 4's on offer. Maybe a podium if he gets the start.
Yeah.
So I nearly said him. Very nearly.
Big boy Brad Binder.
Only a week away. I should have checked the forecast, really, because if it's raining, then...
Oh, yeah. We're not that strategic
mine
yet.
Doesn't, what do you call it? It only went up to... Mine does a week. So, I mean...
It is a week.
I just can't be bothered. Actually, no, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, like... a working week, sorry. Like mine does 5 days.
Mine does... Oh, mine does next weekend. Let's go.
Oh, I'll be honest.
You know, I'm not a punts Android.
New phone.
Right.
Love it.
Res de la Frontera. It's sunny next weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm fairly happy with what I went with then. Not bad. Right, okay. Not bad.
I think it's fast because I'm tired.
Yeah, I want to go to bed.
I still haven't eaten anything yet, so you've done nothing all weekend. Anyway, all right.
One thing I did want to say just before we sing as well.
What?
I was quite disappointed with the attendance. 45,000 people.
Yeah, but you know why
it is? Horrible, though.
You know why it is? Because the circuit are treating fans like dirt, man.
But 45,000 is very low, and 75,000 over a weekend. Jerez will get more now on race day, I hope. If they don't,
but it's because they're not letting fans in with like chairs and stuff like that. And they're not letting them do this, that, and the other. They're not letting them, like, you know, when you go to the races on like a Friday and a Saturday, you can sit wherever you want, go in whatever grandstand.
Yeah,
don't let them do that. They don't let them do that.
It still seemed low though, didn't it?
Yeah, but if they're gonna screw them about, then they're not gonna go, are they?
And the weather. There's probably a lot of people being like,
the weather.
Yeah, but like 45k on race day. That's super low.
It is bad.
Jerez
also, quick shout out. What's that?
Jerez will probably have like 120 on race day.
Yeah, 45. Probably. Quick shout out as well to Zonta's FP1.
Oh, yeah. With 11 riders on track.
Yeah. First session.
He led a free practice.
Did you see the stat I posted?
Yeah, I did. So I saw somebody... No, I saw your stat on Reddit. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, because I posted it. It was me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. No, because I told him to ask his dad, and his dad thought he topped China 2005 warm-up when he replaced Makoto Tamada, who was injured. But it was actually set a Gibano, and he was second by 0.5. So it was the I can't even remember which race it is now, but 1999 on the MUZ. That's a long time, eh?
Yeah. Well, it is a long time because I feel really old now.
Cool stat though.
Yeah. Thanks. Anyway, let's end this podcast. It's been an hour and a half. And I still need to eat my dinner. I hope and it's 11 o'clock at night. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this podcast. I'm trying to fake grin as hard as I can right now. Yeah, we're back next weekend. It's Jerez next weekend, so I can't wait. It should be a good crack.
Glad we're back
I like
in
good
Europe.
Cracks, so you know we're all loving life.
I'm glad it's back in Europe though. It's nice to actually
all around.
Not have a 6 p.m. race. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. Or a 5 a.m. race in Indonesia, something stupid.
Yeah, been good.
Yeah, boy. Right, yeah. Let's cheers. Fine, listen to this podcast, and yeah, we'll see you next weekend. Sicko mode, ciao, ciao, and all that jazz. You get me, blood.
Bye.
Nice one, guys. In a bit.
Bye.